Anthony Noto, the CEO of SoFi, is the man of the hour. As you know, SoFi is one of the hottest fintech stocks out on the public markets today. The leader of that ship is Anthony Noto, who seems to have come up out of nowhere. Noto actually has a significant amount of experience that makes him the perfect person to lead SoFi. This, coupled with the fact that Anthony Noto and his family struggled a lot financially when he was younger, so much so that they were actually on government assistance at one point, better known as welfare. The same way Bruce Wayne's parents died due to crime, and then Batman went and devoted his life to fighting crime, so will Anthony Noto and SoFi work to help their members get their money right. A man who, along with his family, was plagued with significant financial issues is now the man to help society avoid these same issues. In today's video, we will go over the life of the man behind the disruptive tech giant, SoFi. Does Commander Noto have what it takes to be the next person on the top 10 billionaires on Forbes list? Let's check it out. Welcome to Wealth Gambit. On this channel, we cover the latest stock trends and research. If you like that type of content, be sure to like and subscribe for more weekly content. It shows that around 80% of you guys watching aren't subscribed, so don't forget to do that if you want to see more content like this. Also, please note that we are not financial advisors, so please do your own due diligence. The man leading SoFi is the same man who struggled financially growing up. Anthony Noto was born in a small town in New York called Poughkeepsie. In his early years, he was living a good life. From a farmer, his father eventually became a data scientist, which is one of today's highest paying jobs in Silicon Valley. His family got everything they needed, provided by his dad, who found success in working with IBM. But that eventually ended and his life drastically changed. When Anthony was 3 years old, his parents divorced, and according to him, his dad took off because things got to his head. All that was left was Anthony, his 2 brothers, and his mom. But the thing is, his mom did not graduate from high school because her mom died when she was 17, and the only option she had back then was to raise her younger brother. A wealthy family, a big house, and a future where he didn't need to worry about money all came crashing down. The next thing he knew, he was living on welfare, food stamps, and his mom was trying to figure out how to raise 3 boys alone. As a competitive woman, his mom eventually figured things out. She got her beautician license, worked multiple jobs, opened her own shop, and succeeded. Anthony, together with his siblings, were able to go to the best public schools. They did not go to Poughkeepsie, but to Hyde Park, a higher rent district area where all of the IBM parents live. Even without their dad, he was able to have a good education. The school where he went played a big role in his life's success. Anthony Noto went the military route. After his graduation, he applied to WestPoint Military Academy. This academy is so tough that it was one of the main points of study for a book called Grit by Angela Duckworth, which by the way is one of our top books here at Wealth Gambit. Anyways, the book basically studies success. In doing this, they were trying to figure out what were the key attributes a person could have that would most accurately signal that they would be successful one day. Was it intelligence, like society would like us to believe, or was it even talent? As the book title suggests, the number one attribute to determine whether or not someone would be successful or not was grit. Defined by Google, grit is courage and resolve or strength of character. Needless to say, Noto made it out of West Point with ease. Noto played football during junior and senior seasons, even with torn ligaments in both of his knees. Anthony didn't just play football, but excelled at it. He earned academic All-American and All-East honors, being the team's star linebacker. In 1990, Noto graduated from West Point with the highest rank among mechanical engineers majors in his class. One thing common among almost all major successes is that they have a long history/track record of excelling. One does not just wake up one day and decide they want to succeed. Success is a habit, or rather, the outcome of a person's habits. On top of this, Anthony also took a 61-day course at the Ranger School of the U.S. Army about military leadership and served in the U.S. Army's 24th Infantry Division. He also went to Wharton School, University of Pennsylvania for his MBA. After that, he became an analyst at Goldman Sachs. He was then promoted as the managing director and became the head of communications and media, before he became the chief financial officer of the NFL. That's right, the same NFL that is connected to the SoFi Stadium. Commander Noto has lived his life succeeding. The man does not miss. He has been the chief financial officer of the NFL, brand manager of Kraft Foods, Inc., captain of the 39th Military Police Detachment, and even an analyst at Lehman Brothers, and much, much more. Let's take a look at his resume. Here's a breakdown of all his experiences. As you can see, he knows a thing or two about a thing or two. Anthony Noto became the financial director of the NFL for 3 years, but went back to Goldman Sachs. While he was out, the NFL faced financial defeats. Commander Noto is also a notable and strong analyst. Not just that, but he is also a successful strategist. The man has secured the main technological prize for Goldman Sachs, which was the priority right of the Twitter IPO. He then became the chief financial consultant of Twitter, and later eventually became the CFO and COO. For those of you that don't know, that's Chief Financial Officer and Chief Operations Officer. In 2015, Twitter faced a very crucial struggle. News spread about the downfall of the company, and that is when Noto stepped in. During Noto's working career at Twitter, the company was able to make it through those tough times using some of the strategies that Anthony himself had come up with. Anthony Noto was a key player in Twitter's success. So much so that Jack Dorsey, the CEO of Twitter and Square, tweeted this: "I'm really sad to see @Anthony Noto leave us, but I'm happy for him and really proud of everything he's accomplished at Twitter. He's been a friend, partner, and mentor to me for years. He always has my support and gratitude. Thank you, Anthony. We love you." Aww, if that isn't a bromance, I don't know what is. Fast forward to the present time, Jack Dorsey and Anthony Noto are working together again indirectly through the SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, where the Super Bowl 2022 will be held. The stadium signed a 10-year partnership with Jack Dorsey's company, Square, and as we all know, SoFi has the naming rights to that stadium. Anthony Noto is a maverick in the financial industry. SoFi really put him on the map, but really, Anthony has always been on the map. Napoleon Hill, the author of the Hood classic, Think and Grow Rich, once said, "Those who succeed in an outstanding way seldom do so before the age of 40. More often, they do not strike their real pace until they are well beyond the age of 50. Although Noto definitely did manage to succeed well before the age of 50, currently he is 53 years old. What Napoleon Hill meant by that is that most people usually accomplish their greatest accomplishments after 50. So the best is yet to come for Anthony, and with that, SoFi. All the work he put in at all those great companies has led and prepared him for this moment. In our opinion, no one is more worthy to lead SoFi than Commander Noto. And with that, we'll leave you with Commander Noto's words of wisdom.
One of the things that I have emphasized to my teams and I've found to be valuable in a corporate setting is to run after problems. Matrix organizations have things that fall between the cracks, and people that run after problems instead of saying it's not my problem generally have an impact on the company. The second is getting to the truth. It's hard enough to make good decisions without having all the information, so keep an open mind, gather all the data and all the perspectives, and have a complete set. Be a truth seeker so that you can make the best decisions. And then last, make your footprint bigger than your foot. There are great athletic examples, people like Steph Curry, that can make the other players on the court better than they otherwise would be. That same opportunity exists at a company. How can you be selfless to elevate the play of your entire team so that your footprint is bigger than your foot?